I used to think the best part of hiking alone was the freedom. The freedom to go wherever I wanted, whenever I wanted, without having to wait for someone else to go with me. But after hiking thousands of miles by myself over the last 9 years, I've realized that the best part of hiking alone actually goes much deeper than that. Somewhere along my solo hiking journey, hiking alone stopped feeling scary and lonely and started feeling like the only place where my brain could finally get quiet. I'm the best version of myself when I'm out here hiking alone. There's no pressure, no expectations, no one else to talk to. It's just me, the trail, and my thoughts. For me, the best part of hiking alone is who I am when I'm out here hiking by myself. It's the person I become when no one else is around. If we haven't met yet, hi, I'm Kathleen, a food-motivated hiker, solo backpacker, backpacking coach for women, and the hungry hiker here on YouTube. I really needed this hike today. Life has felt especially heavy lately. I've had a lot on my mind and I needed to go somewhere quiet where I could think. Somewhere without any notifications, distractions, or social media. Just a trail and a few hours alone with my thoughts. So I took myself on a solo hike. Today I'm going to hike up to the L and then to the top of Mount Jumbo. And then after I get to the top of Mount Jumbo, I'll complete the loop. So it'll be a 5-mile loop, maybe a little bit more than 1,000 feet of elevation gain. I can't do this one in the winter because this area is actually closed for the elk herd migration. And it just opened at the beginning of May. So now I can hike it. And it's so beautiful. Everything is so green. The flowers are blooming. I love Missoula in the spring. This is now my 3rd spring of living here in Missoula, Montana. It's also the first year I've stopped waiting for perfect conditions to explore more of it. At the end of last year, I made it a priority to hike all winter long. I wanted to physically stay in shape for the upcoming backpacking season instead of having to start all over again in the spring with my training. But this decision ended up becoming much more about something else. Ever since I moved to Missoula over 3 years ago, I felt really intimidated by all of these nearby mountains and have never really made it a priority to get out and explore them. I was scared and intimidated by them. Every time I look up at any of these nearby mountains, a part of me felt like they belonged to people who were more experienced, more active, and much braver than me. So instead of waiting for spring when trail conditions would be more favorable, and until I felt more ready, I decided to spend the winter going hiking up in these mountains anyway. All winter long, at least once a week, I'd head out into a new area and hike a new trail I'd never hiked before. With every hike I went on, I started learning more about all of these nearby trails and these mountains that intimidated me so much. With every new trail I hiked, those mountains started feeling less intimidating, and I started trusting myself a little more. I started spending more time outside of my comfort zone, getting more comfortable with feeling uncomfortable up in these mountains. A lot of people assume solo hiking is all about independence. And yes, getting to go wherever you want, whenever you want, without having to wait for someone else to go with you is a huge part of hiking alone. But it's not the only part. I think the hardest part of solo hiking, though, is learning how to be alone with yourself. How to think through your thoughts, face your fears, and how to overcome challenges when all you have to rely on is yourself. I've spent so much of my life living in fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of doing things alone. When I first started hiking alone over 9 years ago, I had a lot of the same fears most people do. Wildlife, getting lost, creepy people, getting injured. But even with having all of those fears, I eventually got tired of waiting. Waiting to go hiking, waiting for my schedule to line up with someone else's, waiting to feel confident enough, waiting to feel fearless enough to go. I finally got sick of waiting and asked myself, what if I just went hiking by myself? So I did. to the L, but it's not the end of this hike. We keep going up for Mount Jumbo. Turns out that one decision ended up changing my entire life. Because hiking alone isn't just about freedom. It's relief. I don't have to carry on a conversation. I don't have to keep up with someone else's pace. Nobody needs anything from me while I'm out here. It's just me being self-reliant and fully present for myself. Usually within the first mile of a solo hike, the noise in my head starts to quiet down. I stop thinking about my to-do list. I stop thinking about what needs to happen when I get back home. I stop thinking about what other people might think about me hiking alone. And I start immersing myself in the environment around me. I focus on my breathing. I listen to the birds. I see the wind move through the grass. I hear my footsteps crunching on the trail. And I notice how good I feel in my body while I'm out here. Being out on trail alone is one of the only places where I fully and truly feel like myself. Made it to the top of Mount Jumbo. It's a nice view of Missoula, nice view of the rattlesnake. And this trail continues back into Lincoln Hills, which is where all the wildflowers are. I mean, there's wildflowers here, but there's a lot of wildflowers back there. But this is my turnaround point today. It's a little later in the day, and coming down, I'll complete the loop and I'll have really awesome views of Missoula and a lot of highway noise, but that's okay. The lighting's getting really good out here. From the top of Mount Jumbo, I can see all of the nearby mountains I've hiked up to recently here in Missoula. Mount Sentinel, Mount Dean Stone, University Mountain, and Blue Mountain. Every single one of those mountains used to feel intimidating to me. So unfamiliar, so far away, something I'd hike up to one day or someday. But little by little this winter, one solo hike at a time, those feelings started to change. Each time I hiked up to one of these mountains, it became less intimidating for me. These feelings didn't change because I suddenly stopped feeling fear. I just stopped waiting to feel fearless and decided to go hike them instead, even when I didn't feel 100% ready. The real reason hiking alone has changed my life so much isn't because of each of the hikes I've gone on. It's the person I become while I'm out here. When I'm out here hiking alone, I feel like I'm the best version of myself. Hiking alone has helped me feel more grounded, more confident, and honestly, happier than I've felt in a really long time. I always come back from each of my solo hikes feeling a little stronger, a little more capable, and a lot more like myself. If hiking alone scares you, that's completely normal. You don't have to start hiking alone with a big hike or a long, challenging trail. It can be as simple as hiking a well-traveled local trail by yourself for the first time. With each hike you go on, your confidence will start to grow. Eventually, when you do it enough times, hiking alone stops feeling scary and starts feeling peaceful. If you're someone who wants to start hiking or backpacking alone, but you're struggling to feel comfortable with getting started, that's exactly why I created the Confident Solo Female Backpacker System. This online backpacking program and community is designed to help women like you go from feeling scared and intimidated about hiking to feeling comfortable planning your trips so that you feel confident getting out on trail by yourself. Click the link down in the description below to learn more about this program and how you can join. I really needed this hike today. Hiking alone will change you, but it doesn't happen overnight or even with just one hike. You don't change because you suddenly stop feeling fear. You change because every time you choose to go hiking alone, even if you're scared and don't feel 100% ready to go, you start trusting yourself a little more. Whenever I'm hiking alone, I can just be myself. I don't have to be present for anyone else but me, and honestly, for me, that's the best part of hiking alone. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy trails and keep on trekking.